Hello folks and welcome back. On this episode we install an upgraded backup camera on a Casita travel trailer. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This was the previous camera we had installed on our trailer. It was a cheap camera. The display that it used was the iPhone, but it was a poor quality video that it sent to the iPhone. It was hard to use and we didn't like using it. We decided to look for a new camera, one that had its own display and it was a better quality video. This is the camera that we decided to use, and the nice thing about it is it's not only a backup camera, but it also functions as a rear view mirror as you're driving down the roadway. First thing we need to do is remove the old camera, and we're just going to use the same connector that goes through the actual trailer here. Just unscrew it. You'll pull the wire back out. We've already cut it on the inside. We then used a hair dryer for the heat and a plastic knife so we wouldn't mar the trailer to take the old VHB mounted bracket off. Now I obviously already have the connector through on here, so I'm going to show you the old video so that anybody that's doing this as a new installation that doesn't have a camera back here, you'll see how we did this. Just use your drill bit, drill through your fiberglass. Now once you get through your fiberglass and you get to the actual carpet, if you reverse your drill and drill through the carpet running in reverse, it will actually cut through the carpet, but it won't wind the carpet up on the actual drill bit and make a mess. This is a connector that we used. I'll put a link in the description. It's got a rubber gasket. We also put silicone on it. Just push it through your hole here and then have somebody hold it from the outside while you go inside and put the locking nut on the inside. And once you're on the inside, you'll have to cut the carpet back a little bit so you can get the nut on there. But this is where your cable is going to come through in the back cabinet. And then just remember to put your locking nut for the outside over your cable before you stuff your cable through, and then just stick your cable down through the hole and put the locking nut on. Then you're ready to go inside and actually connect it. Once you get your locking nut here, just going to go inside to the rear cabinet of your trailer, and over on the passenger side of your trailer there's going to be a 12-volt DC plug. We just ran the cable in here along the other cables on the back side here over to the 12-volt DC plug. We do have a switch in line also, so we can turn the camera on and off. Just make sure you get your positive to positive and your negative to negative. I would recommend heat shrinking these connections so you have a good solid connection. And then you can just stuff these wires down with the other wires that are running in the back of this cabinet. And now you have power to your new camera. And this is a close-up of everything once it's finished, where the cable comes through the inside of the trailer. Now as far as the new camera on the outside, we mounted it with VHB tape just like we did last time. Just make sure your surface is clean. Clean it with alcohol, brush it off, wipe it off so there's no lint. Run your cable down through the connector like we did here, and it'll mount right up here. And, you can see it's stable, it's not going anywhere. So now we're ready to use our new backup camera. On the display here, we're going to do it with no inputs. The first thing you can control is volume. Then it's pairing, where you connect it to the whatever camera you're using. Next option is picture. Next option is mirror option, so you can make it look like an actual rear view mirror. Q mode is next, where you can display more than one camera at a time. Then you have settings where you can control all your brightness and all of your display. Then you have scan, where you can scan for new cameras. The next is park lines, which is where you set up your parking lines to help you back in. The camera display actually does do next is record, where you can record your videos from your camera, and then the final option here is playback. Now let's go look at it with it actually connected and working. This is the camera. It's set up on our rear view mirror. It does mount right to our rear view mirror, and you can see it operating as a rear view mirror. We love the camera. We think it's great for driving down the road so you know what's going on behind you, and it's excellent for lane changes to highlight some of the blind spots as you're going to change lanes. It also is great for backing into spots. It does have a nighttime mode. It even has a light to light up behind it when you're backing to these spaces at night. So with that being said, we would highly recommend the camera. It is expensive, but we think it's well worth the money. With that being said, we want to tell you we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the campground.